For the longest time, SUVs and crossovers have been pretty boring. They handled like a pile of bricks, and a lot of them look like a pile of bricks, but that is changing very quickly. The Germans are doing a very good job. Porsche, Cayenne, Macan, greatly successful. And now the Italians are in the game. This is the 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and I'm very, very excited to drive this and check it out today. From first, look at the name, Stelvio.
Yes.
Go Google Stelvio Pass, and you'll see it's a curvy, like 46 hairpins in the mountains, and it looks beautiful, and that's a very ambitious name to use on a crossover, a luxury vehicle.
Definitely. So with a name like that, you'd have to expect this car has the performance chops to go along with it.
Yes.
And for the most part, it does. It's got a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 280 horsepower and 306 pound-feet of torque, and I think that's the most in the class.
It's very, very competitive for the class.
Yeah, so it does 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds because, you know, all the Stelvios come standard with all-wheel drive.
Correct. It's the same platform as a Giulia.
Yep.
It's all-wheel drive, but it primarily biases towards rear-wheel drive.
Correct.
So it can send up to like 60% of the power to the front wheels if it needs to, but mostly rear-wheel drive.
So for an SUV, it definitely drives dynamic and sporty, you know, like living up to its name.
Yeah.
So
8-speed ZF automatic. I mean, and then if we get to the exterior, it looks good. And I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is it's separating itself from the crowd of Germans.
yeah, Alfa Romeo took a chance with this design. It's not nearly as blocky because, you know, with an Audi or a BMW, it's kind of cookie cutter. You know exactly what you're going to get.
It's
And all of a sudden, this is like, wow, it's totally
They're
different.
developing their design. And when it first launched, I'll be honest, it looked kind of like a Giulia on stilts to me, and I didn't love it, but it's really grown on me. This drive around today, I think it looks great. The wheels are, I mean, they're just so different from everything Germans make. Italians, they definitely have styled it in a way that when you pull up, people are going to go, whoa, that looks good.
I'm glad they took a chance because if you think of some other manufacturers that are entering the same space, like Lincoln is a great example. The MKC, it looks almost exactly like an Audi Q5 from certain angles. But this car, they took a chance, and I think it paid off for them. From an interior standpoint, the first thing you immediately notice is this crazy red and black interior. I think it's really unique for an SUV, and you know me, I'm a sucker for red and black.
Yes, you are. It's definitely very nice. It's just a lot more minimalistic, and I want to say not Spartan, but just more basic compared to some of the Germans. The Germans, although it could be said that they're becoming too cluttered and complicated. There's buttons and crazy stuff going all over the place. This is more simple. I mean, it's a much more cleaner display. The materials are very nice. The leather, yes, the red color is very cool. The contrast of the black. The materials are soft touch here. It's got this nice like plastic textured trim that looks really nice and feels not bad.
Yeah.
Again, it's also just so different from what you're kind of getting used to the Germans. You hop in any Audi or BMW or Mercedes, you know exactly what you can expect because they're all the same. This is new.
Yes.
Different. It's also quite nice to be in.
Definitely. And I do like that they have their own Alfa Romeo infotainment system instead of just using the parts bin Uconnect system from all the other Dodges and Chryslers and even Maseratis.
Yeah,
right?
you hop in like a Ghibli or Quadriporte, like it's a good 8-inch, and when it works great, but it's like the same thing as you would find a Dodge Dart. You're like, well, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And this has all the luxury accommodations, you know, blind spot warning, parking sensors, lane departure assist, just about all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a car that's, you know, competing in this luxury SUV segment.
So it's a very modern luxury and tech-filled vehicle. Interior space up here, it's great. I'm comfortable. I mean, got great visibility, great headroom. This has a huge double panoramic sunroof, which looks awesome. In the back, it's pretty spacious too. Your visibility in the back is kind of hampered headroom-wise because of the way they had to slope down the rear to make it look so good. But other than that, I think it's very, very competitive with the segment, just in a very different way.
Yes.
All the different Stelvios share a couple key features from a drivetrain perspective that obviously relates to how it drives and rides. The same engine, the same all-wheel drive system, 8-speed automatic. It's got nearly a 50-50 weight split, which is perfect. That's great there for handling. It also has, again, as I said earlier, rear-wheel drive bias. Pretty much is always routing the power to the rear wheels unless it detects slip. Giulia platform. It feels more like a sedan that's been raised up a little bit than a normal like SUV that's a higher center of gravity. Rides really well. Handling is great. I'm impressed.
Yeah, there really isn't much to complain about on this car. I just have a couple of minor quibbles. The first one is Alfa Romeo's brake-by-wire system is not the best. The pedal doesn't have as linear of a feel as I'd like it to. And the other one, and this is just a function of this car not being either the Sport or the TI trim.
Sport TI,
is the fact that it doesn't have the metal paddle shifters from the Quadrifoglio.
The huge, beautiful machine metal ones.
Those are really fun to bang through the gears with. So other than that, though, it's a great car.
I mean, this one stickers for right around $50,000. They start base price at $43,000, so it has some options there. For a luxury crossover, Alfa's first entry, I think they're doing a very good job. It has the luxury and tech features to be competitive. The styling is very nice.
Yes.
It drives well compared to some front-wheel drive based crappy vehicles in this segment. I will say I think the Macan still wins out a little bit. Again, this is not low to top of the line. It's quick though. It's a good engine, powertrain.
Yeah. But like we've mentioned a bunch of times, if you want a crossover and you want to stand out with all the luxury features, this is the one to pick.
It does. I'm very excited for what Alfa has done, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them, especially the quadrifoglio version of this. That powertrain and this
That's going to be
crossover
insane.
is going to be quite exciting.
Overall, I think I'm going to give it an 83 out of 100.
I think I would give this vehicle a 75 out of 100. It's competitive. It's great. It's what they're offering now. Definitely go check one out if you need to.
Yeah, so we want to thank Alfa Romeo and Fiat of Lakeside in Macomb, Michigan for providing this car for us to review.
Yep, go check it out. They have a bunch of other cars. We're driving a few other ones. And yeah.